All right, so welcome to another episode of my Leveraging Your Voice podcast. I'm Paul Rakowitz with prvocalcoaching.com. And what I do is I help professionals who struggle with speaking to speak with confidence in just 8 weeks. It's an interesting program. I got a lot of people in the corporate world and in the entrepreneurial world who come to me. And when they do, they then can do great presentations and they can talk to their clients and prospects so much better. So if you find yourself in a situation where you would like some help with confidence in speaking, just reach out. You can go to my website at prvocalcoaching.com, and that's the way you can get a hold of me. Now, as we get going here, you can see I have another special guest because this podcast, Leveraging Your Voice, is meant to bring other professionals into my little world here so that they can share and leverage their voice so more people can see them and know what they do and how they can be helped by them. And we have a special guest here today, Stacy. Stacy, just tell us your name and where do you live at?
Sure, absolutely. My name is Stacy McFall, and I am in Waterford, Michigan.
Awesome. And Stacy, we were chatting a little bit. I've never met you, but I just met you a little bit ago, and we were chatting, and you were talking about what it is that you're doing. Now, I know you have a whole life experience behind you, and you're looking at this new thing that you're doing. So maybe just share a little bit about personally, what your life is like and the work you've been doing, and now what you're gonna then add to that, just so we get a sense of who you are a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in medical sales pretty much my whole career since I've graduated from college. So I graduated with a biomedical science degree, and that led me into the medical sales. So I've been doing that forever. And just kind of, with my kids and the lifestyle, just, really looking for a way to support our body through kind of what we eat, what we put into it, and having healthy options to take care of ourselves.
Well, I love your backstory and that you have a bunch of kids. I have a bunch of kids myself, so we have that in common. So that's
We
kind of cool.
do.
Your kids
Five's
are,
the lucky number.
yeah, your kids are a little younger than mine, which means that you're still working really hard at all of that stuff. And so that makes sense when you say, hey, I'm looking for things that can help us be healthy. So
Absolutely.
what did you run into that led you to this new thing that you're doing that led you then to me? What did you run into?
Yeah, so, again, like I was saying, just, ever since I had my kids, I was just kind of looking at options to keep our family healthy, right? So, first I got into the essential oils. I love the essential oils just really to be able to support what our body already is able to do. So, in the environment that we're living in today, sometimes there's, some toxins or some chemicals that are kind of holding our body back from doing what it's supposed to be doing. So, kind of, giving it that extra boost to help it do what it does. So, kind of living in that space. Obviously, you surround yourself by people that kind of are like-minded like you are and just kind of living in that world. And one of my friends reached out to me and said, hey, I have this opportunity. I think it's right up your alley. And I said, yeah, share with me. So that's kind of how I got into this company called Make Wellness.
Make wellness. So what is it that this person introduced you to that you're now participating in and sharing with others?
Yeah, so it's again Make Wellness, and they have precision bioactive peptides. So I think that really a lot of the talk today is about peptides and how peptides are able to support our bodies. There's, the synthetic peptides, which the pharmaceutical companies are jumping into and helping people that way. And then there's these bioactive precision peptides, and these are natural peptides. These are coming from plants, animal sources, so coming from nature. So two, really completely different products, but, just kind of chains of amino acids that are kind of, given the right key, if you will, to really go into where it's supposed to go and kind of turn that key and unlock what's going on in your body to help support your wellness.
That's a good explanation. I like that explanation. And I know you had mentioned there's like 5 or 6 products. Why don't you just walk us through what each of those different products are?
Yeah, so one of the big ones is lean. So all of us are trying to lose weight. So there's the lean product, which I kind of have my little cheat sheet. So what is that? So what these peptides are able to do is provide 100% fat loss. There is no muscle loss in any of the clinical studies, which is huge. 65% of the total weight loss that you're going to have is going to be from your trunk area, which is another big one. And just kind of, helping your body reduce that caloric intake. So, really just targeting your visceral fats, enhancing your metabolic wellness, decreasing cravings, and stimulant-free calorie burning.
A lot of different people attack weight loss from a lot of different ways, and this is another way now to do it, which is helpful. And
Yep.
what's the next one you want to talk about?
Yep. And these are all ingestible versus, some of the other products on the market come in a shot form. So, it's nice that we can just kind of ingest these. It's coming in as, a food source versus being injectable. But so the lean is one. The other one is called, where's my cheat sheet, is called Fit. So it'd just be a little powder pack. So the Fit is just kind of really giving the muscles the extra support it needs. So what they're saying is 103% strength recovery compared to like whey protein. So really just kind of giving that body the strength, 54% increase in performance. It's providing 4 times protein synthesis and 47% less fatigue through baseline. So, when you're going to the gym, you're working out, it's just kind of helping your muscles repair much quicker than you can
So,
normally do on your
so
own.
if somebody's working out and they're using whey protein or whatever other thing they might be doing, they're already spending money on that. And what you're
100%.
saying is, hey, you could try this, and if this works for you, you might find it works even better. And
Absolutely.
for them in that situation, it's not even like, hey, you have to spend money. You're already spending money. It's just spending it on something
Yeah,
that,
switching your product. Give this
yeah,
a try.
yeah, that might
Absolutely.
work better. Okay, what's the next
Absolutely.
one?
Yeah. And even, for my mom, I was talking to my mom about it today. I was like, hey, like, as we're getting older, our muscles are reducing, our muscles are shrinking, and we need that strength. We need that strength to protect our bones. This would be a great option, just, take this and go for a walk, or take this and, just, do a little exercises around the house, and it'll help increase that muscle versus just sitting on the couch doing nothing. So, just trying to, it's for everybody, not necessarily just for, my age group, so to speak.
We all need a little help, no matter
We
what
all need
age
a
we
little
are.
help.
So if they
Absolutely.
do lean, they'll stop buying so much junk food, so that probably pay for itself. And if they do this one, they're probably using a product like this anyway. So this is like try a different type of product and see if it works better for you because it may very well.
100%. I
So
like how
what's
you're
the next
thinking.
one?
I like how you're thinking.
Yeah, what's the next
Um,
one?
the next one is calm.
Mhm.
So kind of like, like all of these are describing, it kind of, speaks for itself almost, but it's not necessarily just for sleep, because when I think of calm, I think, oh, this is a great product to help me sleep at night. And that's definitely going to help. It's going to help you sleep, but it's also made to enhance focus, reduce stress, and really just kind of give you that mood support. So, sometimes you're walking into a really stressful situation or have a stressful job. I think, how many Americans aren't super stressed out most of their lives. So this is something that just, really just kind of supposed to help um lower that flight or flight, and help you relax and help you deal with stuff. So
Well, there's no doubt that we have run into people who need some stress relief.
yes, yes. I feel
So,
like I need it all the time.
yeah,
I've always got something going on in the background, and just something to kind of, I can handle this.
yeah, I
I can
like it.
handle
All
this.
right. So that's three. What's the next one?
The next one is hydrate.
Hmm.
So 75% of all US people suffer from hydration. So, that's a big one. Also, just kind of again to, and the products all really support themselves. So, when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to increase your muscle strength, and then adding the hydration just to really give your body the fuel that it needs. Athletes that are exercising just to kind of, give it that little extra oomph,
So
if you
this
will.
is in lieu of Gatorade.
100%, 100%. Yes.
So I'm
Yep,
either spending money
absolutely.
on Gatorade or spending money on something natural that isn't full of sugars.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love it. And this is a crazy story, but I have to tell it.
Go ahead.
Um, so in my very early 20s, I ended up having to get my tonsils out. Which at that age it's not really as common. But, of course, they hook you up to the IV and you got this IV going. And I remember going home that night. And although I felt terrible because I just got my tonsils out, I was so hydrated and I felt like just my body felt great from that hydration. And, 20 years later, I'm still thriving to have that feeling. It was, it's like my skin was glowing and I tried this hydrate for the first time and that's how I felt. I'm like, this is crazy. Like I can't believe that it took me back to that feeling over 20 years ago, but it truly helped my body feel hydrated. It was absolutely amazing
Without drinking a gallon of water.
without drinking a gallon of water. Because
That's the
that's
good
hard,
part.
right? I mean, we all
Yeah.
try it, but we're on the go and
There's not enough
it's hard.
bathrooms to hit as if you're drinking all the water they say we're supposed to drink.
Exactly. And especially for my day job, I'm on the go. I'm in the car all the time
Right.
and don't really get that opportunity.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Okay. That's, I think, four. What's the next one?
What do I got? Focused. So
Well,
focused is a big one. So focused is, cognitive enhancement, brain health protection, mental clarity and processing, with an additional eye health support. So I have a 16-year-old daughter and she's got tons of things going on. She's obviously getting ready. She's a junior. So applying to colleges is on the horizon. Just so really focusing on her grades. She's on her school dance team as well as dancing competitively at a studio, oldest of five siblings. So she's got a lot going on. And so my thing was, I'm like, okay, I only want to try one of these products at a time because I really, really, really want to see how each one works. And
mhm.
then I'll kind of incorporate another one and then another one and then another one. But so I put her on the focus and I'm like, I really want to see how this works for you. And it was amazing. She had an hour from the time she got off school until so she came home. She had that hour before she had to leave to go to the studio for dance for the whole night. And every single solitary night since the school year started, she comes home, she climbs into bed, she sleeps for that hour. I gotta call her to get her up, get her out the door. Um, so she sent me a text message and she's like, Mom, I think whatever you gave me is working. I organized all my drawers. I did the laundry. I'm washing my bed sheets. I cleaned my room and I vacuumed. I'm like, who are you? Like, this is crazy. So, I mean, it worked. She was able to get all of her homework done. She was focused in school. She came home that night and she's like, it was great. Like, I learned my dances so fast. Like, I didn't have to like redo them and redo them. So amazing. So excited to really see firsthand how all these products are working for our family and supporting
Well,
us.
now there's a bunch of people saying I have teenagers and so I need that just for them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Now I think
Absolutely.
that's five. I think there's one more if I'm
Yep. And the last
remembering.
one is energized.
Okay.
Energized. So, just kind of the energized does have a little bit of caffeine in it, about the amount of a small cup of coffee. But, again, just giving that body that healthy support just to kind of keep going. So for all those busy parents, busy moms, those, rocking out their careers, it's just that great. And for me, just to use it kind of, after lunch when I'm kind of starting to slow down a little bit, just to have that extra boof to
Well,
get me
that's
going and
another one.
finish
People
out.
are spending money on energy drinks, and those aren't the healthiest for
Oh
you.
my goodness, those are horrible, horrible
Yeah.
for us.
So they're spending
So,
money on it already, and they might as well try something that will do something at least as good or probably better for them, and it won't
yep.
have any negative side effects.
Yep, absolutely. It's helping me drink more water because I'm like, it comes in a powder. I just pour a huge glass of water.
Mm.
Tastes great. So I'm doing that versus, having that third cup of coffee in the afternoon. And of course, with my coffee, I have to add sugar. So I'm adding sugar and I'm having all this extra stimulant, which none of us really need. And then, come bedtime, I can't sleep because I just had all this caffeine. So, I mean, it's just helping in so many ways that just, it's just healthy support. Again, it does have a little bit of caffeine, but not your typical, Starbucks. And it's just, giving me the focus to get through the night and to, like we talked about earlier, to start my second job, which is my most important job, and to be a good role model for my kids.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's all six, right?
Yep, yep.
All right. The name of the company again is,
Make wellness.
all right. And Stacy, how do people reach out to you? So they're watching this video and they say, "Hey, I want to talk to her about what's going on and maybe try one of these." How might they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. So on Instagram, I would be Stacy McFall, or on Facebook, it would be Stacy 𝐬𝒂𝒈 𝒀𝒐𝒖𝒓. So just, really reaching out that way. And I'd love to have a conversation with anybody and kind of talk about, what option would be best for them. And let's give this a try.
Awesome.
Let's get
And
healthy the natural way.
yeah, when we share this, we'll include those links to your
Perfect.
Instagram and Facebook with the video. So
Okay.
people will have access to those. Just if you're watching the video, it should be in the comments or in the post with the video. It should be somewhere around there. So you can't not reach out to her. All right,
I
what
love
else do
it.
you want to tell everybody? And then we'll sort of bring our episode here to a close. But any final thoughts you want to share?
No, just, we're all just living our, doing our best just to try to stay healthy and living our best lives, right? So this is just some really great options. I'd love to connect with everybody just to share what I've uncovered in my search to keep my family healthy and moving forward. And I'd love to hear your story and how I can help.
Awesome. Well, I suspect people will be reaching out to you when they watch this. You've done a great job here. Now, tell everyone, how many podcasts have you been on in your life?
Uno numero.
All
This is
right, so
number
this is
one.
the first one. Excellent. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if other people ask you to join their podcast as a guest as well. You've done a great job, and we
Thank you. You
appreciate you joining us.
you
So,
did a fabulous job coaching me through it. So I
well,
really appreciate your support.
well, it was easy
Very
because
knowledgeable.
you're bright and smart and can talk, so it's not that hard for me to help someone like that. So excellent work, and we appreciate you coming on. And folks, thank you so much for watching. Remember, there's lots of episodes of the Leveraging Your Voice podcast that you can go and watch. Mostly they're on YouTube, and I think that's the best place to find them. Search for Leveraging Your Voice on YouTube, and you'll find all the episodes there. As always, we appreciate you coming and visiting us here. We had producer Rachel on last time, and she reminded us all. She reminded us all that it costs nothing to like a podcast or to share a podcast and to do these sorts of things on social media. So if you like what you heard from Stacy and you want to share her and her message, it's easy to do. Go ahead and do that. That's a great way to help and to support. And just thank you for joining us here today. All right, Stacy, thank you. You've done a great job. And folks, we will see you again next time. Be safe and bye for now.